Hello everyone, my name is Abby Bliss White and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be playing with a new launch from Tom Ford. So Tom Ford has recently launched 3 new eye quads, and this is in the new Creme eyeshadow palette formula. So these pigments are infused with creamy emollients. They're supposed to mimic the structure of your skin's ceramides, making these a bit more long-lasting and crease and flake free. So today we are going to be playing with the eye quad in Rose Topaz, and that is a palette of ethereal neutrals from gleaming cream to silver sparkle. And I'm going to be showing you how I created this eye look as well as a comparison quad and my thoughts on this new formula, especially for more mature eyes. So if you're interested in learning a little bit more about this new Tom Ford launch, as well as seeing how I created this eye look, then let's go ahead and get started. So Tom Ford has launched 3 new eye quads in this formula. He created them in Rose Topaz, which is going to be a cooler toned palette with colors from cream to silver sparkle, and then Tiger Eye, which is going to create a more warm sun sparked eye look, and then Smoky Quartz, which is going to create a rich matte nude and brown look on the eyes. So I started out with Rose Topaz to check out the formula and how this performs. Now each of these eye quads is $89, so this is a pricey eye quad. So of course we are paying for the Tom Ford name, but this is a bit of a different formula than my other eye quads that I own from Tom Ford. So I am going to show you swatches and create a look, and then I will share comparisons as well as my final thoughts on this Rose Topaz eye quad. Okay, so I have been playing with this gorgeous Rose Topaz, so excuse my fingers in here. The formula truly is very creamy, especially this one right over here feels extremely creamy. So that's that pretty shade right there. This one is going to be a bit more of a matte tone. And then here, over here for eyeliner, this one is very pigmented and they really truly feel so creamy. And of course they've got this gorgeous topaz topper, and what I do like already is that oftentimes with the topper I would get fallout, so I'd have little sparkles kind of underneath my eyes and such, but because this formula is creamier, I'm not having that fallout issue. So far this really does create a really pretty eye. Now Rose Topaz is going to be a softer eye look. It does have some impact on the eye, but in a cooler, softer way. So out of the 3 quads, this is going to be the coolest one and the most subtle. So we're going to create a pretty eye look using Rose Topaz today, but next on my list is the Smoky Quartz. So I'm going to start with this shade right over here, and I'm using Rephr number 27. to apply this neutral, I would say sandy color shade. So it's just giving me a nice little base. And then I'm actually going to use my finger and I'm going to dip it into this shade right here. And I would say this is a bit more of a champagne pewter color. And then I'm going to place that on my lid with my finger. And you guys, it's just really a soft wash of color. It is so pretty. Okay, here is what I have created with just the top two shades. So this is just going to give you a nice light wash on the eyes. And then down here, this one is super pigmented. And I'm going to line my upper lash line with this powder shadow here. I'm using Rougher number 23, which is a really great powder eyeliner brush, and I'm going to bring that close to the lash line. Then whatever's left on the brush, I'm just going to gently run underneath my lash line. Then I'm going to pop on this beautiful topper shade, which I just love. It is so gorgeous. And I'm going to start in the middle, right here above my iris. Isn't that pretty? And I'll just take that. And I'm just running that right on that lid space, and it's so pretty mixed with the other color. So the other base color is something you could wear daily, just like before I put on the topper, if you don't want to glam it up. Okay, isn't that so pretty? So pretty. It's just going to give your eye a little reflection and a little pop. But if you didn't want to glam it up that much, you can just use the top two shades and save that for an evening out. I don't feel like it's too over the top. I've been wearing it on the daily basis because it's just a really gorgeous topaz color. It is so pretty, and you could just leave the look like this. I am going to pop on just a little eyeliner on my upper and lower waterlines. I'm going to be using the Chanel. This is Le Stylo You, and this is in Brune Agape, which is just a really pretty bronzy brown. So I'm just going to define just a little bit right up in that lash line, just a teeny bit. Okay guys, we have this very soft rose topaz eye look going on, and I'm going to go put on mascara so we can ground the look and see how it looks overall. I'm going to go put on mascara. I am using the Extreme Mascara from Tom Ford, and then I'll be right back with some thoughts on this rose topaz eye. Okay, eyeballs are on with that mascara, and just wanted to show you what I have created so far. Okay, we have eyes on, and when I was thinking of comparisons, my absolute favorite and repeat purchase has been Disco Dust. So this is just a very Abby eye look. This is just my ultimate favorite, and I noticed that this one has a little bit of similarity without the touch of here, and I actually laugh because this one is called Rose Topaz, but I don't particularly find this to be a very rosy palette. If you can see, it has about 3 of the similar shades in here. So the top shades here, if you were going to go over here, this is the swatch of them, are a bit similar to these ones right here. Are very similar in colors, but the textures are different. The new shadows really feel much more cream-like than the old version, and I think there's some pros and cons to that. So these are really creamy, they are easy to apply, but I have found that the longevity of these shadows really stayed on my more mature eyes. I never had any issues with my Disco Dust per se. I did find that these just sort of stayed in place, that I didn't get a lot of creasing with my more mature older eyes. Throughout the day I will usually get like a little crease right here, but what I found is that this new formula didn't really do that. And then the other quad that came to mind when I was creating this look was my favorite, and I know this was not popular with everybody, but I really loved this palette in Naked Pink. This again is just right up my alley. It provides a nice neutral eye look, really pretty kind of wash of color on the eyes, which I really like, with just a little pop with that topper. So if you were looking for a soft neutral palette and you love Tom Ford, I think you might want to try this new formula. They really are different in texture, and I find that the main difference is that the toppers do not scatter around the eyes. You do not have fallout. So once they are on your eyes, they're going to stay on your eyes. So for myself, I wanted to try out the formula first to see if I liked it before investing in any more eye quads. And I really do like the buttery, creamy texture of these eye quads. And I think all 3 colors look gorgeous. So the question is, which one do you guys want to see next? I am thinking Smoky Quartz. I also thought Tiger Eye was super pretty as well. But so far I am really liking the formula and the color story of Rose Topaz. And of course, these are pricey eye quads, and we are paying for the Tom Ford name, so keep that in mind. So of course, I would love to know if you have tried this new formula, what your thoughts and experiences are, and let me know if you would like to see another one of these eye quads reviewed before you pick them up, and which color you are most interested in. So you guys, I hope this video was helpful. I hope you're having a great weekend, and I will be back with another video soon.